Azevedo-Ramos with me, and I would like to ask you just a few questions as a young scientist in an international organization. I would like to ask a little bit to share your knowledge and experience working in global forest governance. So the first question I would like to ask is, what are the most important lessons that you have learned in your time working in global forest governance?
I honestly think that the urgency of conservation, forest conservation, is disproportionately greater than our capacity to address it. So sometimes you have this feeling that there are too much conversation and few practical actions on the ground. But on the other hand, is these conversations and dialogue that increase awareness, and now global forest governance, it's a stage of multiple actors and disciplines, and because of that I'm confident that we can find a common ground and increase the chance to have more effectiveness on these actions.
In a time where we see that deforestation is continuing and some people might be a little bit cynical, how do you manage to keep up the fight?
If you see the case of Brazil, for instance, we managed to decrease deforestation by 80% in the last decade. So we already know how to do it, but we still have to convince some governments and powerful sectors that forest conservation is very important for life in Earth, and that forest is water, forest is diversity, forest is soil, and actually it's forest that is watering our agricultural field. So once this powerful message is understood, I believe that we can not only reduce but end deforestation, and for that I think it's worth fighting.
So there is a light at the end of the tunnel, but there's still some work to do.
Yeah.
And what would your advice be to the youth or to young people? How can they have an impact in global forest governance?
Well, as you said, the struggle goes on, and there are a lot of issues to be addressed, and I think that each generation comes with new skills and technology and knowledge. I think we have to open space to hear the young people, to engage them, to inform them, and to create opportunities to hear their voices and ideas, and finally to let them take the lead.
Thank you very much for sharing your knowledge with us and for advising the youth.
My pleasure.
Thank you.